Seasonal problem. This holiday season is here, and for many of us, it's a fun time filled with parties and gatherings. But for others, it is a time filled with sadness and loneliness. So if you or someone you know are suffering from holiday depression, what can you do? $1,000,000 question. Jeff Johnson from the Medical Center of Aurora's Behavioral Health and Wellness Center is here with some advice. And Jeff, is this just a seasonal problem, or is this people who are depressed all year long? It gets worse at this time of year.
No, I think that's a great question. And so oftentimes, we look at the holiday blues as being temporary, temporary feelings of sadness, depression, and anxiety that tend to spike around the holiday times.
Yeah. Is it just for somebody who has lost a loved one or away from friends, or other things contribute?
I think there's a wide range of factors that contribute to the holiday blues. Anywhere from, memories are a big one, having positive memories that maybe we don't get to enjoy anymore around the holidays, or negative memories, that have, things that have happened around the holidays that, reoccurred during the holiday season. I think stress is a big one. Obviously, stress comes in a number of ways: financial stress,
spending too much money,
family stress. I think oftentimes we have, fantasies that sometimes are unrealistic about our family.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of people want that perfect Thanksgiving. They want that perfect Christmas, and they want to be, Miracle on 34th Street.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, and I think that talks about the expectations that we put on ourselves. So I often tell folks that I work with, be realistic about the expectations you have. It doesn't have to be perfect. Seek out help. Ask for a little help. Don't take on everything yourself. That leads to being overwhelmed, which often leads to kind of depression and anxiety.
How about the time change? A lot of people have said to me, gosh, it gets darker now earlier, and it kind of gets me down.
Exactly. So that is another factor that comes into play around these times, that the time change leads to what we call seasonal affective disorder. So we see when there's that time change and it tends to get darker earlier on, people tend to see a kind of a spike in some of those feelings related to depression and anxiety.
Yeah. All right, so the $1,000,000 question, Jeff, to you is, how do you cope with it? How do you break out of that?
I think there are ways to be able to cope with it. I think taking time to yourself, do things that you enjoy, stick to your healthy habits, exercise. We see a lot of folks that really try to engage in the holiday spirit and do a lot of those activities, go out and volunteer, spend time, really just embracing the holiday activities that are available. And then we also see some folks that really want to take a break from that holiday activity. So doing something completely unrelated to the holidays
Take
really
a nice
helps
island
people.
vacation.
There you go. Go out on the island and enjoy the tropical weather, and spend time like that during the holiday.
Well, Jeff, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hopefully
Thanks so much for
having me. Helped a lot
having
of
me.
people out there.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
so much.
Thank you. Happy holidays, by the way.
Back at you. Thank you.
Ken, back to you.
Advice, guys.